a nice piece of pumpkin that I bought from the West Indian grocery store yesterday. This was about maybe $1.50. This was a bigger piece, but I cut it into half. We're gonna take these seeds out. I got some boneless codfish right here. This is about 1 pound. It's kind of pricey because it cost me $8, but it's so worth it to get the boneless one because I really hate bones in my saltfish. So I got some black pepper here. I got some thyme, half an onion, a scotch bonnet pepper, and a tomato. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This morning we're going to be making some breakfast. We're going to be making some saltfish with pumpkin and fried dumplings. It's fast, it's easy, I promise you it's a good look. Let's get into our ingredients. So the first thing we're going to do is take our saltfish and we're going to boil the salt out of it. This is very salty. It's not safe for consumption just like this. You have to boil the water out. So let's go over to the sink and start the process. So we're going to fill this pot up with some water. We're going to boil this out maybe twice, and then when it's ready, we'll saute it in the pan. Our saltfish is now on the stove. This is going to boil for about 15 minutes. We're going to throw the water off again and boil it again for another 15 minutes. The next thing we're going to do is boil this pumpkin. So we're going to be boiling this pumpkin here until it is soft. As you can see, it's hard. I boil my pumpkin with the skin still on because I notice it's easier to peel when it's soft. Some people peel it first and then boil it. I leave the skin on and boil it in the skin. So I have my flour here. This recipe is on my YouTube channel. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see the fried dumpling video. I'm gonna go in with some baking powder. That looks about enough. I've made this so many times that I don't even measure it anymore. I'm going to use some salt now. I got some milk here. Milk tends to make it a little bit more creamier, and that's why I use it. I'm just going to stir this up, and now I'm going to slowly add water. Okay, so here is our dumpling mound. After I fully rolled it out, we can cover this with a dish towel and let it rise. So let's go check on our saltfish because that's been boiling for a while now. So this has been boiling for about 10 minutes now. What I'm going to do is throw the water off and replace it with fresh water and boil it again. So I got my onions, tomato, thyme, and black pepper all chopped up and ready to go for when our codfish is finished cooking. So let's get started on these dumplings now. So here's our dumpling frying. It's coming along nicely. Our pumpkin is still boiling. Our saltfish is still boiling, but these kind of take a while to make, and I want I want breakfast to be ready at the same time. So by the time these are finished cooking, we should be sauteing this because this only takes about 10 minutes to do. So that's why I do my little strategy here. So I have my fire down low so as not to burn them and to fully cook the dough from the inside out. And while this process is going, we're going to be finishing up this so everything is ready at the same time. I got some coffee brewing, my Bustelo in the morning, and that is Sunday breakfast. I got my coffee brewing over here. So I found a plantain that looks like it's about to be too ripe. So I was like, oh, let me just fry this for breakfast and get it out the way before it becomes too black and I can't fry it anymore. So we'll be adding this to breakfast as well. Okay, so this pumpkin is ready. As you can see, my fork goes into it really nice and easily. So I'm going to drain this water off, scrape the seeds off, and chop it into bite-sized pieces. Peeling the middle out. Let me show you. And as you can see, it's nice and easy to get the skin off. Our thyme, onions, tomato, saltfish, and pumpkin. So I have about half a cup of oil right here, and what I'm going to do is put in my onions, tomato, and thyme, saute that for a few. I like to squirt a little ketchup in it just to give it some color. Completely optional.
Mommy, are those dumplings for us?
Yeah.
Mommy, you already woke up early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
To make us breakfast.
I added the pumpkin and the saltfish together. Here is our fried plantain, our dumplings here, and our saltfish and pumpkin. There's my plantain here. Boy, plantain are like children, man. If you don't watch them, things will go crazy. So it's ready to serve now. I got my 3 dumpling here. I'm just plating it. I'll be taking out those thyme. I got some avocado pear here that I'm just going to cut and serve it for breakfast. So guys, here is our finished product. We got our fried dumpling, our saltfish and pumpkin, a slice of avocado, and some plantain. I got my cup of coffee over here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.